Hey party people, it's been a little while since I've done an EDC loadout video, so I decided I was going to do one today for you. First, we can talk a little bit about the pouch itself. I actually just picked this pouch up from Roaring Fire, and this is the Roaring Fire Smolder Waxed Canvas Organizer Pouch. It's made from waxed canvas, as it says. It retails for $46.99, which I think is an extremely fair and awesome price for something made of waxed canvas, because that's a really high quality material, very durable, rugged, heritage looking, weatherproof, waterproof, and it's just a great overall material that patinas with time, and it gets really nice and you can always re-wax it if the coating comes off. You have some accents here, like a little bit different color of a wax canvas at the bottom where it's more rugged. You have a little hook and loop panel if you want to put patches, morale patches on here and personalize it. You have a little external pocket here with a nice metal zipper if you want to slide some documentation or smaller gear in there. And then you have a little leather accented Roaring Fire logo up here. When it's empty, it measures in at 7.87 by 6.1 by 1.77 inches thick. So this is the size bag that you would probably fit in something like a backpack, a larger sling bag, or throw it in your car or something. You wouldn't really be able to pocket something this beefy, even with cargo pants. It would pull your pants down and you'd have your bare butt in front of everyone, and I don't know if you want that. Maybe you do. I don't. But yeah, just consider this an EDC pouch that you'd have to carry in a bigger bag or leave it somewhere more dedicated. And that's the front of the bag. The back side, you have some MOLLE attachment points as well as these buckles. So if you wanted to attach it to a larger bag on the outside, you easily could. Nice little grab handle here. Nice little attachment points at the bottom if you wanted to make this into a sling bag. That's also a really nice option. You could clip on a little lanyard lash, throw it around your neck, over your shoulder, and you could wear this like you would a sling bag. Then besides this front zipper, you have two zippers on the main zipper. And these both have the same paracord zipper pulls as well as the little heat shrink at the end. So overall, a really nice package. As far as the inside, one of the cool design features of this that I haven't seen in other pouches is it has this little attached pouch here that's a mesh pocket with a zipper, so you can put extra gear that you want to put aside in there, flip it out, and you have a little bit of extra organization versus the more common form of kind of like a Maxpedition or Viper Aid pouch where you just have these elastic loops and sleeves. You also have this little pouch to work with. The problem with it is that then when you have this loaded out like I do, you're not really able to fit much gear on this side. If I put stuff in these loops or too bulky of something in this sleeve, it would be hard to close the bag. So you got to keep that in mind when you're loading it out. But I still think it's a really useful setup. And I really love overall the wax canvas material as well as the organizational options with this. So now let's go over everything that's inside here. In the zipper pouch itself, I've decided to make this into a small boo-boo kit. So in there, I've got some dude wipes in case you need to clean yourself up or you need to use the bathroom when you're out on the road and you're not somewhere that has toilet paper. You have these dude wipes to kind of clean yourself up. I have a little pill pouch that has nitrile gloves and some antimicrobial wipes in there in case you need to touch something gross. I've got a bunch of different sizes of Band-Aids as well as some antibiotic ointment and some hand sanitizer, single-use samples that are tied up with a rubber band. I have a 2-pack of wet ones that you can use like hand sanitizer or to wipe off a wound or something. They're antibacterial. I have this little compressible towel that you just pour water on and it makes like a big rough paper towel or face wipe, and you could use it to clean things off, clean your face, clean your body. Really nice and fits in a small container. I just have a pair of tick tweezers. It's always nice to have when you're out and about in case you get a tick on you or you need to pull out a splinter. You have a really nice precision pair of tweezers. I also have 2 Human Gear Go tubs. These are great little crush-proof tubs that you could open with one hand by just squeezing them. In one, I've got stomach medication, and in the other, I have some NSAIDs and painkillers. So that's my little boo-boo kit right there. Fits really well into this little zipper pocket here, but you could use this for all kinds of things. If you needed to carry bits, if you needed to carry anything small that you didn't want moving around the inside of the bag, perfect pocket for that. On this side, like I said, you have different sized elastic loops. You have 2 small ones, 2 medium ones, and 2 larger ones behind it. So plenty of room for tools and organization. Then in this little pouch behind it, I have a tailor's measuring tape in case I need to measure something, tied with a Velcro gear tie. I've got my number 36 bank line, my go-to cordage. I have a spool of Dyneema thread. I have some picture hanging wire in case you need to make a little jig or tie something out of the way. I have a small tube of sewing needles in case I needed to repair gear using the Dyneema thread, or if it's something a little bit larger of a hole, I could also use the number 36 bank line. It would be a little bit more difficult because you wouldn't really be able to get it through the eyelet, but it's also an option to kind of poke a hole in something and then use the cordage to pull through it. And that's it as far as this slide pocket. It's a nice large slide pocket. I can fit like my whole hand in there, so you could put all kinds of stuff back there. So that's it for that side. As to the other side, I have a go-to flashlight for me. This is the Warsun T9 Pro, and it's a really useful little flashlight. It gets super bright. It has nice one-button operation, and then you can switch through the different modes using this button here. And then you also have this nice side light that gives you more illumination in a kind of area, an area light. It's nice and flat, really easy, simple operation, really easy to use. And just the one button operation of going through the different lumen levels, turning it on and off, changing into the UV light mode. There's just so many different options with this, and it's very small and affordable. Great little EDC flashlight. Then my primary cutting tool, I have my Roxon Tools knife scissors. These things are great. You have a deep carry pocket clip. You have these really, really beefy scissors that just fold out that are included in here. And these are great for cutting cordage. I can even cut the picture wire. They're really strong, really beefy scissors all in one little package. And then on the other side, you just have an exchangeable knife blade. So you could change this for a different one. I chose the American Tonto because that's the one I like. You can see it has all this tape goo on it. I usually just use it to open packages and cut cordage, but you could use it for anything you'd have to use this for. Scraping down some tinder, scraping a ferro rod. You could even baton wood with it. I would be a little bit careful because you might break the blade off or something, but it's a very beefy knife and it's relatively inexpensive, so you don't have to worry about beating it up. Easy to keep sharp. Then I just have my little HOTO precision screwdriver. It has a magnetic end, and you can pull this out and you have all these double-ended bits for repairing gear, knives, small materials like electronics. You have a ton of different little bits that you could drive with this, and then it has that rotating pivot point so you can just put it in your hand and use it like that, and then it magnetically holds the bits up there. Then I always like to have a primary writing tool, and I've just got this nice heavy stainless steel embassy pen from Countycom. Has a screw top, writes beautifully, and it's really heavy duty, so you know it's not going to get damaged, broken, cracked, or whatever. Love this as a pen. I have a fire starting tool right here, which is just a Bic lighter. Works the first time every time. And these are really useful, and even if it runs out of fuel, you can still use the little flint on it to get a spark. It floats in water, and it's just a really nice little thing to have. I always have a Bic lighter with me just in case. Then I just have a pack of zip ties. I've got my Concept EDC pry tool. This is just a really aesthetically pleasing, nicely designed pry tool. You also have a little box opener up here. It's really ergonomic. You can put your finger through it. You have a pry tool, a nail puller, you have a bottle opener, and you have some hex drivers in there, and a nice little pocket clip. It's just a really nicely designed multi-use pry tool. I love this thing. Then I have my favorite pliers of all time. These are the Cobra pliers from Knipex. These things work great. You can open them super wide. They give a lot of leverage because of their design. You don't even have to squeeze it very tightly. It has kind of a mechanism that allows it to clench just from the way you're turning it. So these are just really great for either working with bolts, screws, pulling out nails, pulling out staples. I find a use for these things every single day, so highly suggest you pick up these Knipex. They're a little bit expensive, but it's really worth it, and these are well-made tools. And that's it as far as the elastic loops here. And then behind that, I just have a generalized handkerchief. This is from Bigfoot Canvas Company. Could use this to kind of strain larger materials out of pond water, wipe your face, cover your head, cover your neck, use it as a face mask, all kinds of different uses for a handkerchief. So always important to have one of those with you. And then the last thing I have in here is just my field notes notebook. It's always good to have a place to write things down in an emergency, as well as if you just want to journal, get your mind right, take your mind off things, get some clarity, write some stuff down, do a to-do list. You have this here paired with the pen, and you just have a way to write things down really easily. So I think with my kit here, I've covered a lot of different things. I have cordage, I have ways to repair gear, illumination, a cutting tool, some regular tools as far as doing little bits of work, attachment points, fire starting, and some medications, as well as just general use items. So overall, I think this is a pretty successful kit, and this is one I've been carrying in my backpack recently, and I think that this is a great pouch for it. It has a ton of room in it, a lot of attachment points, really nice wax canvas material. It's personalizable, has really nice zippers. I kind of like the metal zipper look of this and how it goes with the wax canvas. It really fits in my aesthetic and vibe. I really like the little flappy pouch in here. I think that's a nice little unique design element. And the fact that you can kind of just move it out of the way if you want to access other gear in here. And it really gives you the ability to kind of load out the way you want to and have a lot of organizational options. And then at the top here, you just have two little attachment points for keys. If you want to put other carabiners or other keys, these are the ones that come with it. So it's always nice to have that if you want to just like tuck your keys away back there. So overall, really useful pouch, really useful setup, and I love everything about this. If you want to suggest any other changes to my EDC setup, if you have any other tools that you'd recommend above this, any other pouches you'd recommend, please leave a comment below and I'll make sure to do a future review video. In terms of my keep, give, donate, sell framework, this is a definite keep. I love this pouch. This is going to get a lot of use out of me, and it's already gotten a lot of use out of me, so it's going to continue in my kit. If you want to pick up any of the gear that I've decided not to keep, check out my eBay link. If you want to pick up any of the merch, like my keep, give, donate, sell notebook, any of my drinkware, any of my apparel, my laptop sleeve, sling bag, stickers, anything like that, please check out the merch link below because it really helps the channel out a lot. Please like, comment, and subscribe in general because it helps the channel out a lot. Thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate all our discussions thus far. And with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.